I'm using copycatlanguage.com. That's my website I've been working on for 12 years. And I'm finally using it as a student. I kept saying that, but it kept being like, this is not working. So here we are. And actually, side note, made this entire thing with Lovable.
You speak Russian?
N8N. Lovable and N8N. So we can talk about that another time. I put in this story. So the way it works is the only way to learn a language that I'm aware of, since nothing works other than like marrying somebody or just getting dropped from a parachute into the country, is, as far as I know, is to just copy, literally just copy. Like, don't think these lessons about like, they're giving you the, how many, I'm holding this mic like I'm a comic, because I am, but I'm doing the where they hold to the bottom of the chin, but this mic is, it's more sophisticated than that. And I mean, not to say that comedy's not sophisticated. We're going to move on. Here's the thing. I'm going to learn Russian. I'm going to learn Mandarin, and it's going to be easy because the idea, like the thought of learning Russian and Mandarin is so intimidating, but the not thinking of it is really not that intimidating. It's like when you try to figure out life, you're like, what am I here for? You'll never think your way through it. And I hate to tell you, language is very much the same way. You're not going to think your way through it. The harder you think about the language, probably the more difficult it's going to be for you. So let's be real. And so we're just going to do copy. You just copy. I mean, what is a baby really doing? They copy, and then later on, when they copy, context solidifies what they said with actual results. You're hearing the word milk all over the time, right? And then you're hearing the sound milk, and you make the sound milk. I mean, my dog already figured this out. My dog walks up to me, little puppy Flake. He's resting right now. He walks up to me and he goes, and that means he wants milk. And that's it. He doesn't want love. And he starts acting like he wants to, hang out with me, and he's sitting on my lap. But then when he looks me in the eye, he goes, meh, meh, and that just means milk. Now, if he went, bleh, bleh, and I gave him the milk and he didn't drink it, I'd be like, that's crazy. He does it always at the same time. He does it sitting by the fridge. I mean, that's how we figured it out. Meh, meh is milk, like it is now. And that's just what it is. When he's hungry, he does this. Different. See that? Meh, meh, meh. Totally different. But I didn't know what those things meant until, I saw him do them. I kept seeing him doing them. And then when did I realize? When I'm like, okay, let's just guess. Maybe it's milk. And then I guessed the milk. At first I thought it was love. Think about that. I'm petting him. He's like, having so much fun. He's giving me so much attention. And then, but he's he's doing that same thing. And so I thought I was wrong at first, kept miscommunicating with my dog. And then eventually I realized I put the milk out. And then he drank the milk, and then he left me alone and didn't talk to me again for the rest of the night. Hello? Doesn't take a genius. We learn the same way. And, of course, I don't know how to speak dog yet, although you saw me do meh, meh, but it's not really going to work unless I'm talking to another dog. So the way we're going to do it is we're going to take what we believe is expert, or at least pretty solid Russian. And where's the Russian come from? Well, it comes from our own minds. It can come from a video you love. It can come from a music video. It doesn't matter. It can come from a section in a book. It could come from a love letter. But here, this is just something that I was just thinking to myself, like, what is my first Russian conversation going to be like? And I'll be like, I already know what a Russian's going to say to me. They're going to be like, oh, you speak Russian? And I'm like, yeah, I know a little. And they're going to be like, why? And because they just think it's stupid to like learn Russian, I guess. And then I'll be like, oh, just because it's a hard language, so I wanted a challenge. That is why I wanted the CopyCat, the app. If you can learn Russian with an app, then, you can learn any language with it. So I chose it because it's hard. And so that's what I would say in return. And of course, the Russian person is going to be like, that's stupid. What a waste of time. And then I have to have something clever to say back. And I would say, not really. I had nothing else planned. I hope that makes a Russian sort of laugh. Not laugh, but like, you know what I mean? Go like this. So hopefully I get that. And this actually is all AI generated through an N8N workflow that I made. So this is just AI slop. It's like a 40 node workflow that's going through this text, and it's making some pretty cool stuff. One of the things it made is this video.
Yeah, I know a little. Why? Just because it's a hard language, so I wanted a challenge. That's stupid. What a waste of time. Not really. I had nothing else planned.
you speak Russian, it looks like you can click all these words. They all translate. Frikidi, fruku, friki, fruku, frik. So you really got to know the English. It's great because the whole system is CopyCat. If you really, really, really want to jumpstart like a quick, not a quick fix. If you want a shortcut to learning a language and you're like not 5, then you really got to CopyCat. There's no other way. And this whole thing about like, oh, I'm going to learn words. Are you insane? You're going to have to speak sentences one day. Don't learn words. That's crazy. You're going to learn at the 6,000 words and then what? How are you going to put them together? Sorry I got mad. But we have these words here. This all translates. This is cute. We got to know the story. We got to know the story. We got to know the story in English. I get it. I made up the story. You might not get it right away. There's ways to learn it. We even have games here where you can learn it. But for now, I'm just going to switch to the Russian.
Ты говоришь.
So what's so funny about it is I do know what ты говоришь means because this is not my first rodeo. But at the same time, I think we all know because it was like, you speak Russian was the first line. So T is just the letter T. Obviously, that's like, well, I speak Spanish. So it's like T is like tu. And gavarit, no one knows what the hell gavarit means. But obviously, it's speak. Do you speak? Because the sentence was, do you speak Russian? Whatever.
По-русски.
See that? Ты говоришь по-русски. Do you speak Russian? Фраката.
Ты говоришь
Look
по-русски.
at that. It even translates and does audio when you click. Whoever came up with this, smart guy. Really like where his head's at. Really good stuff.
Да.
Да.
Немного
Немного
знаю.
знаю.
Почему? Немного знаю.
Oh, I made them play on top of each other. So it's like, what do I say? Yeah, I know a little. And the guy said, what does he say? Why? Почему?
Почему?
Почему? So we know da. Everyone knows da. And then I know a little. Немного знаю. And you're not going to learn it this second. You're just you're looking it over. The thing about the CopyCat method is just so amazing is people take language lessons all the time and they're always like barreling forward. And no matter what you learn, oh, I learned 6 days of da. And then what are you going to do tomorrow? And what are you going to do tomorrow? No. What are you talking about? Why are you keep leaving the language that you learned behind? It makes no sense. It's a horrific approach. I'm so sorry. And it shouldn't be so sequential. I mean, when is language sequential? I mean, even in a conversation, it can move forward, but in a conversation, sure, I guess. But language is like, how do I explain this? No. Dumb. You should never leave the language that you learned. The whole theory now in language in schools is horrific. We all know it's horrific because nobody speaks Spanish and everyone took Spanish and French in school and nobody speaks it. I mean, United States 30% Spanish, but I mean, not that, forget them. I mean, even the Spanish ones aren't speaking Spanish. You ever go to California? This dude's Mexican AF and he can't speak a lick of Spanish. He'll say lick of. But anyway, here's my point. Language lessons are dumb. How could you take something like language that you're going to use every day and structure the lessons in such a way that you learn something, huge quotes, and then just don't look at it again? Oh, yeah, we did the days of the week, and tomorrow we're doing colors, and the next... What? Anyway, so what you do is you get a decent story, and you learn the story, and then you get another story and another story. And there's going to be a lot of repetition in those, but what is going to be the repetition are going to be the core values of that language. Like, really, the internal structures. Yeah, you might be saying the and a lot. Who cares? Okay, you're going to know that. It's going to come natural. You'll be bypassing those. But by knowing when and where they show up, that's how you learn. It honestly, like, the way I see it, it is semi-conscious and subconscious, but there is a huge subconscious portion there of how you're going to end up learning. So it's pretty sick. Obviously, I love it. I didn't make it up. Anyway, почему. So we're never getting out of this story. I mean, we're going to learn the whole story, but as we're on it, like, nothing we're going to do is going to really be getting out of it. Like, so you're not going to learn something and leave it behind. You're going to learn it in such a way that it's ingrained in you so that when you do need it in the future, and not when you need a word in the future. Okay. Notice these don't translate by word. On the other side they do, but we'll talk about that another time. At the Gluba. I know that when I said I want to learn it because it's a difficult language, the guy goes, that's stupid. It's a waste of time. At the Gluba. I heard at the Gluba, I'm not lying to you, for the first time today. At the Gluba, right before I did this video. It's a weird ass word. The word is stupid. Gluba. It sounds like glue, like a glued bug. I can come up with some hints for it, but it's such a weird word. I think I got it. And I know when I hear it in the timing of the story, I'm saying this, and then the guy goes, oh, this is stupid. So whatever. And this next line's crazy, but Kakaya trata vremeni. I mean, I'm sorry guys, but I did do like 20 minutes for doing the video, and this system works for me. I don't know what to tell you. And not that I learned it, but I know the next line because he goes, this is stupid. What a waste of time. So what waste time? Vremeni is time. Come on now. Come on.
Какая
Come
трата времени?
on. So,
Не
не
совсем.
совсем, not exactly.
У
У
меня все равно.
Whoa, that's a hard one. Sviravno. Russian is like French in that way where like the words next to each other, they connect. Like depending on the next word, it changes the pronunciation. It's pretty dope. Neabil Drugik Planov. Another plan. I mean, whatever. We're way off, but this is dope. This is the Russian. And look, it might take, what people don't understand, and why I said, hey, you don't let the language go. Like a story like this, if I wasn't like having a little bit of background in Russian from some of the stories I've done in the past, like Drugam, I did that in a story in the past. It was in a song. It was like a song. Anyway, I know Fisio, obviously. I know Shto. I know Prosta a little bit. I know Nimnoga. I know Paruski. I Gavarish. I mean, I kind of knew. So a lot of the stuff I know, but think about it. If you didn't know any of this, you're going to study, 20 minutes every day. It might take, but it's put. Yeah,
Испытать
you might
себя.
learn to challenge, but how do you say, to challenge myself?
Это сложный
Это
язык.
сложный язык. Это сложный язык. Это сложный язык. A difficult language.
Это сложный
Это
язык.
сложный язык. It's a difficult language. But then, like, life is difficult. I learned life. Sложный task. Difficult. So we're going to find out, and that's what's wonderful about the phrase. Learning words, I mean, if you're going to stop doing anything, stop learning words right now. I mean, you know what I mean. I mean, still learn words, but the idea of like sitting there and like learning a list of words is psychotic. But if you're having fun, you do you. So what I love is that everything here is generated. So we saw that actually the AI generated an English and a Russian version of this same video, and then it did generate some amazing flashcards. We see the full story here. Ты говоришь по-русски? Да, немного знаю. Почему? My brother said that I should not let the breath leave my mouth if I want to sound like an accent. My accent's horrific, right? So it's like, ты говоришь по-русски? Ты говоришь по-русски? Да, немного знаю. Почему? Просто почему что? Это сложный язык. И я хотел испытать себе. That's challenge self. That's the new one. Это глупо. See? I couldn't even really read it, but you see it's глупо. Какая трата времени? Не совсем. У меня что равно не было других планов. My neck. Ты говоришь, love it.
Ты говоришь.
I love how it puts the phonetic, so in case you don't know the alphabet
Ты говоришь.
yet, you speak. It's got a hint as well. Did you just say T go very rich? That's hilarious. That is good. That is good. Did you just say, so T gavarish, T go very rich. You say T go very rich? Let's effing go. T gavarish, T go very rich. That's a good one. AI made that up. So you should be frightened. It didn't do the order perfectly. It should be cut, paste. I think you speak sounds weird. Did you say? This is it. This is it. Watch this. Blank. Ego very rich at the party. Ego very rich at the party. Well, what the hell kind of stupid sentence is that? It's stupid. Is it? No, but like, Tigo very rich is how you say in Russian, you say. So like the blank is the definition of the bolded thing. Is this too much? I'm so sorry. Paruski. Oh, see, Paruski, poor rookie. I told the AI, I said, look for some English words that sound like freaky. See what I'm saying? Poor rookie sounds like Paruski. I mean, come on, give him some credit. Paruski, poor rookie. I love it.
Ты по-русски?
По-русски? Да.
Да,
Wait,
да.
Немного знаю.
Немного знаю.
Немного знаю. Немного знаю. Name ogre. I know a little. I can do a better one than that. I'm going to do my own hints later because that's crazy. You can do your own hints too. It's like I went OD on this thing. Почему?
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 Просто
Просто
потому что.
потому что. All right, so I can look at all those. This is so exciting.
Просто потому
Now we
что.
have two games. Well, one is a game and
Это
one is a
сложный
test.
язык.
So I'm like, flashcards we
И
have.
я хотел.
Okay, excuse me, we're talking. And the catwalk. Now this is really cool. This is an AI generated apartment that is made specifically to house your story. Isn't that wild? Like if you look under more, look at this. The story's there. The whole story's at the entrance. How cute. Испытать себя. That means improve yourself.
Испытать себя.
Yourself. Maybe that means challenge yourself as well. Test, challenge, perhaps. You learn by guessing. That's what people don't realize. You don't learn by working hard. No, you actually learn by being wrong and guessing and having it wrong and then being wrong again and then being wrong one more time and then you're right and you're like, yeah, now I know it forever. Like, so cool. Ты говоришь по-русски? Да, немного знаю. Почему? Просто почему? Blah, blah. Okay, so what's cool about Catwalk is, look at this. This is fully generated for you.
Ты говоришь.
And
да,
I used to do this game when I used to study like long lists of words when I was younger. And what you do is you go through all of them from in sequential order. This is a story, so it's already in sequential order. And you just tell yourself, you be honest with yourself. Did I know that or not? And if you didn't know it, you have to go back. If you knew it a little bit, you only have to go back 2. But if you didn't know it, you have to go back to the beginning. Even if you know the first 10, you got to do them all over again. So that's a game I always played. And so that's the Catwalk game. So it starts at the first line.
Ты говоришь.
Ooh, I got to hide these. Let me try that again.
Ты говоришь.
Ты говоришь. It means you speak. Did I know that? I knew that. Yep.
По-русски.
По-русски in Russian.
Да.
Yes.
Немного знаю.
Немного знаю. I know a little.
Почему?
Why? Because.
Просто потому что.
Oh, just because.
Просто
потому что. Whatever, my accent bad.
Это сложный
Это
язык.
сложный язык, difficult language. Фраката. I'm killing it right now.
И я
Я
хотел
хотел, and I wanted
испытать
to
себя.
challenge myself, to test myself, to challenge myself. See?
Это
Это
глупо.
глупо. That's stupid. That's what the person says to me. Look at the cat go. Look, at the gloopa was on the sink. Don't forget it.
Какая трата
Какая
времени?
трата времени? What a waste of time. I kind of took a second to answer that one, so I'm going to be honest. You guys are watching.
Испытать
Let's send me
себя.
back to. To challenge myself. At
Это
the gloopa,
глупо.
don't forget it's on the sink. This is called a memory palace, if you're not familiar.
Какая трата времени?
The AI makes a memory palace specifically for you for every new story that you create. It's super cool. That was the времени, waste of time. Какая
Не совсем.
трата времени. Ni совсем, not exactly. Yeah. I might not have answered that one in time.
У меня.
У меня. That's I have. Okay. Or to me, I guess.
Все равно.
Safio na ravno. I don't know. All the same. I know that Safio meant everything, but I sent back to the beginning.
Ты говоришь.
Okay. And then you just sent back to the beginning. And it works really well. I love it. And like I said, more, you could see this. And then you can, there's some tools. You see the apartment on the side? How cute is that? And there's some tools with zooming. You can zoom. You can mute the music in case you don't like it. And then there's just one last thing. And
You speak
I'm not gonna
Russian.
sit here and tell you like, oh, I'm going to learn this thing in 20 minutes. I'm not. And I know a lot of it. I know almost all of it. But the best way to see if you know it is to take our 7 tests. You have to earn these 7 badges through CopyCat, and you're just doing the story. You're copycatting. And the final test, you have to literally say the story in the mic. If it's a huge story, you'll do it like paragraph by paragraph, but it really tests your skills and it's super accurate. So not easy, but that's on the last level. That's the gold cat level. But I'm starting, and I am currently at the stage 3 nerdy cat. Sorry, I was doing some before I started the recording. Sally. This one has its own a track also. I can shut that off. So this is matching. Nothing. Okay, I don't know. That one, little. I do, but you know, it's just easier to do the ones you know. Really? I know that one. Wanted, hotel, for sure. All right, I told you, Fassion means everything.
Все равно.
And what's cool is you're not learning sentences. I mean, we're learning the words here, but listen to the audio. It's like actually playing the audio of the full phrase. So you're always getting that extra context. It's the #1 way to go. I'm telling you. Really? Na samom деле. I learned that from an old story. Little? Немного. Nothing? Ничего. Совсем?
Не
Не
совсем.
совсем.
Не
That last
совсем.
one I didn't know, but obviously context, like I thought I knew it, but I совсем. See, it says right there, не совсем у меня всё равно. Не something, something, something. So he says, oh, I didn't have any other plans. I know that's the last line. And дружек, планов is other plans. I didn't have. Не было. There was not other plans. Yes.
Не совсем.
Put the words in correct order. Oosh, Jesus. Sorry, did not mean to. Need some music on this one. Just because it's a difficult language. Got it. Just потому что, because it is сложный язык.
Просто потому что.
Просто потому что. Потому что. Меня's got to be me.
У меня.
Just. I don't know. Challenge. I know challenge. Where is it? Oh, that's not right. So, oh, this is hard. These little words are what make the language. I mean, tak, это. I mean, равно, всё. These little words are important. Is a din. Yes. Tak is so. Like tan. Russian is a lot more like Spanish than you realize. We have tan, they have tak. We have como, they have как. We say por qué, they say почему что. Что, que. Same stuff. This is tough. It is definitely это. I don't know. Nedalinga. I'm going to do just as Nedel as that one. Yeah. We did it. That was not easy. Put the words in correct order. Yeah, this is what a waste of time. What a waste of time. Какая трата времени. The other guy's like, not really.
Не совсем.
Не совсем. Не совсем. Не совсем. Не совсем. Не совсем. Не совсем. Не совсем. Не совсем. Не совсем.
Какая трата времени?
Какая трата времени? Говоришь.
Ты говоришь.
Ты говоришь.
Ты говоришь.
Let's speak. No, snot. You got a snot in your nose. See. Had. just. Just was that Nadalka thing. Aya! I don't know these words. Okay. Put the words in the correct order. Da. He goes, oh, you speak Russian? Da. I know a little. Da. Немного знаю. Почему? The guy's like, why? Put the words in order. No. Всё не было. Не. Aya! Всё равно. I don't know what that means. Не было.
Не было.
Put the words in the correct order. Я хотел, I wanted. And I wanted. Nope. It was a difficult language. And I wanted a challenge.
Я хотел.
Put the words in correct order. There were no other plans. Не было других планов.
Не было.
Не было. Не было. Не было. Put the words in correct order. Don't mind if I do. Не было других планов.
Других планов.
Других планов. Challenge myself. Galuba. That's stupid. Look at it. Galuba. I learned the alphabet in a previous story. Galuba. Sibia. I know. Nope. It's. I know it. I know it. It just all makes sense after a while. Почему?
Почему? Почему?
Почему? Глупо.
Это глупо.
Foolish.
Это глупо.
Совсем. No.
Не совсем.
Not really. Не совсем.
Не совсем.
Not really. Я.
Это сложный язык.
Было.
Не было.
Было.
Все равно.
Все равно. Не совсем. У меня.
Не совсем.
Не совсем. Просто потому что. Это сложный язык. И я хотел. Я.
Это сложный язык.
Хотел. Waste? I thought we knew waste was that Tremini or something. Waste was something else. И.
Ты говоришь.
Совсем. Not
Не
really.
совсем.
Один. Waste? Another word. Must be another way to say it. Не совсем. У меня все равно.
совсем.
Не было других планов. Put the words in the correct order. Improve myself. And I wanted to improve myself.
Испытать себя.
Просто потому что это сложный язык.
Просто потому что.
Я хотел 100%. Yo, we out here. Go back to the profile. That was sick. I don't know if I know the whole thing. That was only stage 4. I'm up to now. You gotta get to stage 7. I think by stage 7, I will feel very comfortable with this. This was sick. I love it. I love you. I'm going to do Mandarin also. CopyCatLanguage.com. Danny Carabano, a.k.a. Mr. Carabano. See you next time. Peace. I'm using